Best books for overall development, part 1. There are many quotes on books which are very useful and interesting. This book is quite interesting. That is Alaska by James A. Michener. Then All Quiet on the Western Front by Eric Maria Remarque. This very popular book. And this book written by Gandhiji, and it's an autobiography. Then Carol Yumba and others on anthropology. Anxious, using the brain to understand and treat fear and anxiety by Joseph Ludax. Attached, the new science of adult attachment and how to help and find by Amir. Then Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. It's a very popular and quite interesting book. Then Berkshire Hathaway Letters by Warren Buffett. These are quite interesting kind of letters. Then Beyond Religion, Ethics for a Whole World by Dalai Lama. It's a spiritual and a religious book. Then Born to Run by Christopher McDougall. It's a motivating a person. Then Bounce by Matthew Syed. It's also a motivational kind of writings. Civilization and its Discontents by Sigmund Freud, the psychologist, and a very interesting book. Then Compelling People by John Nefre and Matthew Kohut. It's also a very interesting book. Then Contagious by Jonah Berger. It's a very popular book. Then Cosmos by Carl Sagan. It is actually on science book. Then Crossing the Chasm by Geoffrey A. Moore. Then Disrupt You, Master Personal Transformation by J. Summit. This is actually a motivational book. Then Eat the Yolks by Liz Wolfe. So, very popular kind of book. Then Evolutionary Psychology, The New Science of the Mind by David Buss. It's all about neuroscience. Then Fast Food Nation by Eric Schlosser. It's a very popular book. Then Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience by Michele Shishinsu. So this is actually all about flow and life. Then Ray Kroc, he has written a book on Grinding It Out, The Making of McDonald's. Then Hatching Twitter by Nick Bilton. It's a motivational kind of book. Then Holy Cows and Hog Heaven by Joel Salatin. It's all about food. Then How Google Works by Eric Schmidt, because Google is one of the fastest #1 search engine. Then Dale Carnegie by written How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's one of the oldest book, but even today it's a good book. I Am Woozy by Ozzy Osbourne. Very popular book. Then Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Then Inheritance by Sharon Mulom. So one of the popular book. King of Capital by David Carey. King Rat by James Clavell. So must read book. Then Kontiki, the Thor Heisel. It's also one of the popular book. Then Lying by Sam Harris. Available at Amazon. Then Manage Oneself by Peter Drucker. It's a kind of management book. Then Michael Jordan, The Life, written by Roland Lazenby. It is a kind of autobiography. Then Misbehaving, The Making of Behavioral Economics by Richard Thaler. It's all about economics. No One Understands You and What to Do About It by Heidi Grant Halvorson. Then Personality Psychology, Domains of Knowledge About Human Nature by Randy. It's all about general kind of thing. Then Poor Charlie's Almanac by Peter Kaufman. Then President Me, The America That Is in My Head by Adam Carolla. Very popular book. Then Salt, Sugar, Fat, How the Food Giants Hooked Us by Michael Moss. These are all about food items. Screw It, Let's Do It, Lesson in Life and Business by Richard Branson. It's all about business. Social, Why Our Brains Are Wired to Connect by Matthew Lieberman. It's all about neuroscience. Then Switch, How to Change Things When Change is Hard by Chip and Dan Heath. Very popular kind of book. Then The Art of Strategy by Avinash K. Dikshit. It's one of the very good business book. Then Art of War by Sun Tzu. Very popular book. A must-read book also. The Complete Story of Civilization by Will Durant. It's all about us, that's a human civilization. Chris Smith written a book on the Conversion Code. These are all about general nature. The Decision book by Mikhail Krogers. It's also one of the management kind of book. The Essential Drucker by Peter F. Drucker. It's also a must-read book. The Everything Store, Jeff Bezos at the Age of Amazon by Broadstone. These are all about Amazon, how it rise. Then The Fish That Ate the Whale by Rich Cohen. Then The Folly of Fools, The Logic of Deceit and Self-Deception in Human Life by Robert Trivers. The Greatest Minds and Ideas of All Time by Will Durant. It's also a must-read book. The H Factor of Personality by Ki-Woon Lee. It's also a must-read book for personality development. The Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. These are all about the human being happiness. The Hiltons, The True Story of an American Dynasty by Randy. It's one of the popular book. The Lessons of History by Will and Ariel Durant. These are all about history kind. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. It's a personality development book. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley. It's a must-read book. Who want to become millionaire? The Moral Landscape, How Science Can Determine Human Values by Sam Harris. It's a very good book. The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. One of the oldest book, but lot of morals one can derive. The Omnivore's Dilemma, A Natural History of 4 Meals by Michael Pollan. So general nature. The One Thing by Gary Keller. Interesting book. The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins. One of the oldest book, but lot of genetics and inheritance can be learned. The Self-Made Billionaire Effect, How Extreme Producers Create Massive Value by Jan Swastika, Mitch Cohen. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. It's a personality development book. The Theory of Everything by Stephen Hawking. Recently he died. Excellent book. The Wealth and Poverty of Nations by David Landis. It's a very popular book. Must-read book also. Then Total Recall, The Famous Actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a good book. When I Stop Talking, You Will Know I Am Dead by Jerry Weintraub. Nice book. Where Code Ideas Come From by Steven Johnson. Why Beautiful People Have More Daughters, written by Alan Miller and Satoshi Kanazawa. Then Willpower, Rediscovering the Greatest Human Strength by Roy and John. So these are all the books. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscription button. We will see you in the next video. Bye bye.